The new version of Affinity just dropped. How do I feel about this? I have no idea. I've been using the Adobe suite my whole life, in one way or another, if you know what I'm talking about.
Back when he was captain of the Black Pearl.
But honestly, since my work environment became more and more professional and can't sail the seas no more, it became pretty expensive. And to be honest, I'm not really happy with what I'm getting. I can't call myself by no means a graphic designer, since my job consists in creating things that move. So I have to deal mostly with video editing or 3D software, such as After Effects, Blender or Premiere. And I can tell you, After Effects, it's a pain in the ass. But sadly, there's no better option out there. Or is it? Nevertheless, in my journey, Photoshop and Illustrator became the standard softwares for pretty much everything else. From text document formatting, to basic graphic design, to opening various file formats. And if you are working in a creative industry, you know what I mean when I say that you have to be a jack of all trades. I haven't given too much attention seeking Adobe alternatives yet, but this version of Affinity might change the game. So basically you get Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign in the same package, with the same keyboard shortcuts, with almost the same tools, and all that for free, almost, but more on that later. It means that you can replace 3 softwares from your Adobe subscription for free in just one go. What are its strengths? Well, let's start with the obvious one, the price. It's free! No need for extra commentary on why this is so good for someone who's just starting in the domain. But is it actually good for professional work and people transitioning from Photoshop? Maybe. But anyway, let's look at the pricing. At first glance, you have some tools blocked behind the subscription wall, which gives you access to some AI features. Do you need them? It depends if you want to make your life easier. If you're coming from Photoshop, you'll at least want the Select Subject feature. And another surprise here, you actually can install a machine learning model locally for free to unlock it. But the rest's gonna cost you. How much? Well, let's compare the subscription plans. At Adobe, you're paying... Well, actually, never mind. You have to have a degree in economics to understand their plans. After you're done with that, it should all be clear. I think so. No idea. You're paying $34.49 plus tax per month per software, but if you choose the Creative Cloud plan and have access to all their 20 plus software, which looks like they don't even know how many of them they have, you should be paying around $758.78 plus tax per month, right? Well, actually, wrong. It's actually $82.49, that's if you're paying for it monthly, but if you take the full year deal, which is actually billed monthly, it's $54.99 plus tax, blah, blah, blah. But if you have an exuberant amount of money and have no idea what to do with it and want to pay in advance for it the whole year, it will be $599.88 plus tax. So that's gonna be $49.99 per month, something conversion stuff. Hopefully that's all clear now. Now let's take a look at Canva. It's $12.99 per month. That's it. And you get access to all their AI tools: generative fill, expand, edit, remove background, subject selection, colorize, depth selection, and all kinds of AI tools and stuff, plus 100 gigabytes of cloud storage, which is also included in the Adobe Creative Cloud, and other Canva Pro features. So for less than half, you get almost the same thing. I'm not gonna compare the exact value for money, because it wouldn't be fair for neither of them. Adobe offers you a bunch of more software in their subscription plan, and if you just compare the Photoshop plan versus the Canva plan, well, that makes no sense, because why would you buy that from Adobe? Secondly, you download one software and you get a 3-in-1 combo that's gonna make McDonald's jealous. In the tab up here, you can switch between pixel, vector, and layout, which is equivalent to Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. Meaning that you no longer need to export and import your work to switch between softwares, and let me tell you, it feels awesome. Thirdly, if you used Photoshop, Illustrator, or InDesign in the past, it will be a breeze to transition, because they have the same shortcuts. And there's something good and something pretty bad about it. The good thing is that you know how to move around, and the bad thing, well, are those really the best shortcuts? Well, I've always been frustrated that you have different shortcuts for Photoshop and Illustrator for the same thing, and guess what? It's happening here as well. If you ask me, this would have been a very good opportunity to fix this. Like, for example, why M is the rectangular marquise tool in Photoshop and in Illustrator is creating a shape? Why is there no consistency? Why? Moreover, on the similarities, well, you can import and export PSD files from Affinity, and on top of that, your Photoshop plugins are working too. Now it should be the part when I tell you the bad stuff and why you shouldn't even bother trying Affinity. But I'm not gonna do that. Why? Honestly, I'm having a hard time finding bad things to say. Not because there are none, but because you have the option to use this software for free, which is a huge deal. The overall experience feels solid, trustworthy, and yeah, you can tell that some things are missing and can be improved, but to be honest, it really covers a lot of things that you can do in Adobe softwares. My final thoughts. I think this is a very good opportunity to free yourself from the Adobe subscription. And if you manage to replace Photoshop with Affinity, why not try the free version of DaVinci to replace Premiere? I'm not saying this pipeline will be better. I'm just saying that now, more than ever, we have more options to choose from. Options that are very good for free. So let us know in the comments. Would you try Affinity? Would you move your whole workflow to a free one? Now that you can do that?